I'm Joe Anderson. I live in the Sloan's Lake area. I'm 66 years old. I'm a native of Denver. I agree with everything that's been said so far. The fellow that was in favor with it, I would remind you, Dick's Sporting Good or Event Center doesn't have anybody living within 10 blocks of it that I know of. So here you're proposing putting rental where people haven't had this happening before, rental things. What I want to request of this group and you folks is through the Open Records Act, list of your salaries for the top 15% of you. And I'd like to have distribution for that, because rather than starting to rent the parks for mission events, and I'm very much so asking this to the public, I'd like to have a copy of the payroll to myself and to the mayor. It's open through the Open Records Act and the contracts you've been letting out on all of this landscape design. So my suggestion, I see Bill Vidal down there who runs Public Works, and I said, boy, he does a lot of stuff, and he really is on top of it. I think what you need to do, the top 10 or 15% of you down there, and boy, we're forever changing new managers of Parks and Recs, and some of them had some pretty shady past. Seems like some of them were more interested in their friendship over there at the college to learn how to be a landscape designer than actually managing and running a Parks and Rec department. So my suggestion is to, for all of these folks, is take a look at the salaries, the payroll, how top-heavy this organization is, and I've told it. I wish the mayor were here right now to listen to me, and I'd debate it with him. And I think some of these people ought to go to some of the other meetings, like Open Space, Jefferson County Open Spaces, out to Water World, Federal Heights, and see how that's run. They don't run into this stuff. So my suggestion for this, I agree with everything everybody said. My suggestion is it may look real hard, Kevin, at running a more efficient thing. What the latest thing they've got is you've got a group of $100,000 club employees that are trying to figure out how to take the water away from the parks, make them zero water required parks, so we can have more development. At some time, we have to realize that we're losing the middle class. It's a very precious resource we have. Let's start representing the middle class, because what I see with a lot of these rec centers is the rec center is ran for the benefit of the employees, not the benefit of the customer or the public. So as I come into these rec centers, I've been to these before and hollered. And I will tell you, the other thing about, I wanted to get this one in for sure. Yep. Noel, who's our Parks Advisory person, is a golfer. And so we built a new golf course, which I think very much so supporting. But over there at Berkeley, where he lives, we're not putting up an emission-based event park. So I just think that maybe sometimes these emission bases, they represent or really, for Tiger Woods, maybe he ought to come sing to us, but a lot of times, is it the best thing to have somebody that's this ultra high-paid person represent the will of the country? I don't think so. Thank you for your time, folks.
Thank you, Mr. Anderson. Thank you.